Hey y'all. I was not going to talk about this subject of the 15-year-old that killed the four children um, in a school shooting, but I am going to speak on it because I had an interesting conversation about it today. Um, and I don't want to speak about whether the parents should be, well, I don't want to speak upon the actual charges of the parents. That'll be dealt with in court. I will say this. I think at least that they need to be charged with neglect, and that would be neglect for their own child and neglect for the other children too, because they knew their son had issues. They were in denial and very ignorant about their son's issues, and you bought him a gun anyway. It's that's what I'm gonna say about them. I do not feel that the little I have sympathy for the child because he was asking for help. He was writing so much in papers and writing it at school, so he was reaching out for help and he clearly needed it, and the parents were just too, like I said, in denial, irresponsible, probably not wanting to think that something was wrong with their child, and just pushing forward. um which as a parent, and I'm gonna be full disclosure here, like my son Parker doesn't talk, so I took it upon myself to make sure that he gets into speech classes, that his hearing was checked, to make sure that he's successful. If he was having some type of mental issue, then yeah, I want to address that, because not only can he hurt someone else, he can hurt himself. But I just want to speak on the rights. People talking about their stupid ass Second Amendment rights and your rights to have your guns and your stupid so called freedom. Um, it's not your freedom. It's not freedom for children to have to go through gun exercises in school. It's not freedom for me to walk into a Walmart and then someone has a AK-47 in their hand because it's a you don't have to conceal your gun state, and I have to wonder, like, okay, is he just a gun nut, or is he coming to shoot up the place? Either way, I'm gonna have to leave the Walmart because I don't know, which fringes upon my freedom to actually peacefully shop inside of Walmart, right? I think people take the Second Amendment way out of proportion. It needs to be that you cannot buy a gun as easy as buying Skittles. In some states you can. In the state of Texas you can. You can just go in there, you ain't gotta have nothing. You just buy a gun and just go on about your business. And that's stupid. And people always say, why is there violence in the black community and y'all can't get your community together? Well, black leadership has been saying for so long, hey, if some of the kids can stop going over state lines and buying guns without IDs and background checks, then that would stop some of the crime. But again, people don't give a damn, and you need your gun more than anything. This graven image, which in the Bible for you so-called Christians, it says do not worship graven images. This graven image you need so bad, and you see that, okay, I think I want to say, like, in this month alone, or maybe the last 3 months has been like 30 something school shootings, and you don't hear about them because they're so common now. But as a parent, I would think that a lot of people would be like on it, thinking about it. What can we do to stop this? Because you don't want to have to take your kid to school and they can't just worry about, hey, let me make new friends today, or I don't know if kids still do sock hop here in Texas, but they don't. They should be worried about prom, a boyfriend, how they're gonna get into college, Not is little Timmy's daddy gonna give him a gun and then little Timmy gonna come up and shoot up the school. Not that. Not that. And it shouldn't be all because of your precious freedoms and rights. Those 4 kids, what about their freedoms? What about their rights? They are on a slab in a morgue, and that is it. That is so final. It's done. It's a wrap for them. Like, it's done. And it's just like, you're still trying to take up, and some people are trying to take up for these parents that obviously did the wrong thing, and then y'all went and hid out, like y'all went on the run and left your own child who is up on murder charges to fend for himself, pretty much. It just shows you that they just really just didn't give a damn about the raising of their child, the nurturing of their child, and that you was willing to leave your child hanging. Again, I'm so tired of people talking about their Second Amendment rights and their freedoms, but you don't want to think about the freedoms and the rights of the people who just want to walk into school, the children, and let's not get this wrong. You thinking because they older kids, it's been little kids and preschoolers and things like that that's been involved in school shootings. So we should just let our little 5-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 3-year-olds worry about if a, let's say, 10-year-old is going to walk in with a gun. Like, come on, you have to have common sense at some point, and a urge and a passion in you to protect your children. Like, we have fire drills at school because we don't want the kids to burn up in a fire. So we do everything that we can do to prevent a fire, right? So that we should do everything in our power to prevent kids from getting guns in their hands. I am not so anti-gun where I'm not going to say that, oh, okay, you can't use it for shooting, for gun, for hunting purposes. But even me as a mama would never give my son any type of gun, because your child has a developing mind. At any second, your child mind could flip and he could shoot and he could pull the gun on himself. So why would you then not just wait until he's an adult and then properly teach him? Wait until his mind is fully developed and then give little Timmy or little Susie a gun at that point. But for right now, a little 15-year-old don't need a gun. You don't need a gun. You don't even need to be teaching them about having a gun. You need to be teaching them about, hey, pay attention to your schoolwork, get this homework, be applying for colleges, not, hey, let me go buy your little baby Glock. Not that. So I don't want to hear about nobody's Second Amendment rights, and I don't want to hear about nobody's fucking freedom when there are 4 kids, 4 babies, somebody's babies, sitting up in a morgue on a slab, and they are dead. And there is no second chance for them. There is no Second Amendment for them. There is no freedom. There are no rights. Their rights died when their hearts stopped that day. So I don't care how you feel about me when it comes to this post. I don't give a damn. And if you don't agree with me, then I know what type of parent you are. And I know that if your child died in a school shooting, you would just want the killer and the killers and anybody responsible for it to just go scot-free. Fuck your child. Fuck whether your child gets any kind of justice or anything, right? So let's literally, in this situation, think about the children, okay? And let's stop thinking about your stupid Second Amendment rights and your stupid freedoms. Because what you're proposing and what you're talking about is not freedom. It's tyranny and fear over other people so that you can make yourself feel like you're important. A real man and a real woman don't need a gun. All you need is your words. And that's how you can change the world. A gun don't change the world. Words change the world. And that's real talk. Peace.